Well, hello everyone. This is Tyson Baker, aka Tyson Baker, and you're here for another episode of 2025 One Day at a Time. Well, today has been a great day. It's been a wonderful day full with different uh, stepping stones towards the direction I want to go in. So, as you saw in the intro, I did a coaching session today with my new life coach. I decided to get a life coach because I've always done things on my own and tried to like figure things out on my own and try to like watch a YouTube video and try to like figure it out on my own. But like now I'm like thinking to myself, that's never really worked. So like as far as like the success path that I'm on and the growth path that I want to engage in, I'm gonna need some help. I need some thought processes change. I'm gonna need some programs, reprogram. And I'm gonna have to do some things that I did not do before and try some new things that I've never done before. So that's why I decided to get a life coach. And today's session, we talked about more so like the power that we have to do the thing. And a lot of times we do not take the power to do the thing because we're so busy thinking and talking and worrying about the thing instead of just doing it. Just take action. You know, unpack whatever it is you got to unpack. Prepare for whatever it is you got to prepare, and plan for whatever it is that you got to plan. But don't overpack, don't overplan, and don't over prepare. At some point, you got to just get in the game. A lot of times people learn better by doing. I know I do. Because like in the beginning of like previous years, I've decided to do, new things and to say like this year is going to be my year and, to say that I'm going to do something that I've never done before and be more successful than I've ever been. I've said that plenty of times, but I didn't put the action behind it. I didn't like set up a detailed plan of like how to be able to execute. And that's what this year is going to be all about. It's about execution. It's about executing the things that I know to do, executing the things that I plan to do, and executing the things that will be the stepping stones to where it is that I want to go. Now, where do I want to go spiritually, mentally, and emotionally? Well, I'm glad that you asked. I'll tell you. I want to get to a point in my life where I don't feel like I have to prove myself to people. I want to get to a point where I feel like I'm enough just by myself. Like I don't have to overexert myself. I don't have to apologize for being who I am or have to disenfranchise myself because someone else is uncomfortable. Like some people don't like cigar smokes. I like cigars. The reason why I'm outside right now is I'm about to smoke a little bit of this cigar and talk to you guys about the things that I want to do in my life. And one of those things is like I like chilling at the end of the day with a cigar and a coffee. I got my coffee right here, and I'm taking time for myself to be myself and to do the things that I like to do that make me happy. I mean, everybody's got something, you know? Some people it's coffee. For some people it's smoking. And for some people it's crystal meth. And you know what? Hey, your thing is your thing. No judgment, but everybody's on a different part of their path and everybody's on a different part of their journey. I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to be judged. Although I'm probably getting judged right now by somebody out there watching this. But that's okay. You know what? Because I ain't going to let it phase me. Because like my brother say, DJ Boogie in Chicago, pivot don't stop because you got pop. So I'm going to do me. And you're not going to stop me from doing me. You can only add to who I ultimately are. You know, who I decide to be in this moment, who I decide to be in this year is up to me. It really is. It's really not up to anybody else. It's like I'm past the point of parenting. I'm past the point of, I guess, like relying on somebody else's image of me to define me. But I do want to be able to define my own image, define my own path, and define my own get down, if you will. You know, just like of where it is that I want to be this time next year. And I'll tell you where it is. It's higher level of thinking, higher level of execution, and higher level of experiences. Oh, the experiences. Like, I tell you, there's nothing better than having a good experience that you can always dig back in your mental bank and be able to pull from. Like the time you went to the Poconos, or the time you went to Hawaii and you stood under a waterfall, which is actually a bucket list of mine. I might do that this year, actually. But these experiences that you experience add to who you are. They give you a perspective on life, and sometimes I know I try to like have as many experiences that I can, and just like take on some things that I wouldn't normally do, just for the experience, just so I can say I did it, just so I can say that, hey, I felt what that felt like, I saw what that looked like, I smelt what that smelled like, and now I know, and it colors the back of my mind to the front of my mind of what this world has to offer, what's possible, and what I want to do. Because some men look at things the way they are and say, why? I look at things that never were and say, why not? So I'm just got a lot of why not energy this year. Just like, why not? Like, why can't I do that? Why shouldn't I do that? Why not me? Why can't I be a millionaire this year? And that's one of the goals that I have. I want to be a millionaire by the end of the year. And I want to do the things that make me happy on the way. I don't want to have to like work so hard and be a workaholic to be able to get it, but I do want to work hard at working smart. So I'm going to figure out some ways to be able to work smart and not have to work so hard where I'm trading time for dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do work this year, like as far as like exchanging time for dollars, it's going to be on my terms. I'm not going to do a 9 to 5. Like, I'm just not. Like, it's just like not in the cards for me. I don't feel that it's something that I want to do. I don't feel it's something that I have to do in order to be able to make money. I think that there's a lot of ways to be able to do that, and I think that I'm going to seek out as many ways to be able to um, operate within my gift that will make room for me. And that's where these videos come in. It just comes in from me deciding to do the thing and make a video every day. And whether it's like super edited or, it has like a great intro or a bad intro, I don't really put a whole lot of weight on it. It's just about the repetition, and it's about the commitment. And that's what I'm committed to this year. I'm committed to being consistent, and being consistent in those areas that will take me closer to where I ultimately want to be, which is the owner of this wonderful place that I live in on 7th Ave. Like, oh my God, like to be able to have like an entire building that I own, that I can renovate and turn into the Kingdom Crib, and have people record and make music and make content in every single room of this place and every single square inch of this place is a dream that I adore. And I feel that God gave me that for a reason, and I think that that's why I'm here. And I'm going to treat it like it's my own until I buy it, and I believe that I'm going to do what I need to do this year in order to have the money in my bank account to be able to make an offer on this house, this building, and turn it into the Kingdom Crib. Because the project that I want to do is something that has never really been done on the scale and in the genre that I plan on doing it. Like I've mentioned to you on other episodes that I want to do the Kingdom Soul Project and Kingdom Records. And the Kingdom Soul Project is just like something that I think is needed right now. Like there's a lot of people that are making music that love God, and it's considered circular music, but they love God. Maybe their messaging may not be something that you would expect to see from somebody who loves God and follows God and is a disciple of God. But I think that we just get hung up on what we're supposed to do. We get hung up on what it's supposed to look like. I think everybody has their own story and they have their own path. And that path to righteousness is a lot of different ways to get there. Matter of fact, it says in the Bible and in the Word of God, it says that in all things acknowledge God and He will direct your paths, plural. Like it's not just one. Not just one way of doing anything. Like I said, there's more than one way of catching a fish. And if you want to do it with a stick and a string and a hook, then so be it. Me, I'm about to grab these nets and I'm going to cast out my net and I'm going to get what it is that I come to me. Not a dollar more, not a dollar less. And I feel that if I put in the effort and I put in the work and I make time to do the things that I know are going to get me there, then I will have that $1 million at the end of the year. And I will be the person that I want to be at the end of the year. And I will continue to accumulate the lessons and the stories and the blessings, not just for me, but for God to get the glory and for the people that I love and people that are around me to be blessed. Because I know that I'm not just blessed just to be blessed. I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm blessed so that I can bless others and I can give to others, because God is always going to continue to give to the giver. He's always going to bless the giver to continue giving. And that's what I want to do. I want to give people hope. I want to give people opportunities. I want to give people encouragement. And I want to give people a different way of doing things that is unconventional, outside of the box, and on the up and up. And if I can be able to work with artists that are, in their craft and willing to be consistent with pursuing their craft, and I give them an opportunity to quit their day job and just work on that solely, man, talk about life changer. Like, talk about being able to change the direction of somebody's path or even speed it up in a way that will allow them to get where they want to go a lot faster, so they can create a new road for somebody else coming behind them, and they can scratch that dream off or that goal off and make another one. Instead of it being 5 years, it could be 1 year. So I want to be able to do that for artists, and I don't want to just call them gospel artists. I want to call them, kingdom artists. So these kingdom artists that I want to be able to put on to the Kingdom Soul Project, I don't want to necessarily just sign them as artists. I want to put them into the project as a contributor to the corporation. Someone who is going to have stock in the company, someone who is going to have a vested interest in the direction that it goes in, whether it being in a staff position or whether it's like a board member, but they have a stake in the direction of where this ship is sailed. Like, I don't want to be the only voice in the room that says this is how it's going to be and this is it. I want it to be a collective. So whereas we take the music industry model that has been done over and over and over again and spits out these artists broke and penniless and disheveled, and crack it on the ground and build something new. Instead of a 360 deal, how about a deal that allows you to make money as you're making money? Like, sharing the stakes that my worth is about. Like, sharing the stakes that the views and the advertising and everything that comes in from your music, not just a small percentage, but like a large percentage, so that you can be able to feel good about what you're doing and that you feel like you're somewhat independent. But at the same time, I want to be able to do it to whereas you have an exit strategy. Whereas, like, when you decide to hang up the headphones and put the microphone down, then you got something that you've built over that time that you can retire on and just do whatever it is that you really want to do. Because everyone lives lives in chapters. Sometimes it's a chapter, sometimes it's a season. And when that season of music has ran its course and you're done performing and hitting the road, you got to have something that you are still passionate about, that you can pursue and still have the financial wherewithal to be able to pursue it. Like, you don't have to make music after you don't want to anymore, that you're not feeling it anymore. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to the fans. So I want to be able to develop an exit strategy for all the artists that are on the label, Kingdom Soul Records. And I want to be able to give them the tools to be able to not only financially prosper, but also to prosper in business. So I want to really train them in different aspects of the business so that they can know the music industry inside and out, because they've worked in different areas of the industry, not just as an artist, but as a A&R, or as a finance person, or as an accountant, or even as an engineer. So a lot of the times, these artists these days, they know how to make their own music. I mean, they literally know how to go in there and engineer their own sound. So I want to be able to put them in a space where they can do both, where they can make their own music, follow their own process, and I'll document that process as best that I can without being intrusive. And as they work on the Kingdom Soul project and the Kingdom Soul collaboration album, then we'll be able to put that out and show like, hey, this is what happened when that incubator over there on 7th Ave put 5 people in the house and decided to come up with a compilation album based on all their different styles. Like, this is what happened with that: the drama, the healing, the exploration, the music exploration, the spiritual exploration, the emotional exploration, the mental health development. All of these things I want to be able to put into one show, and I have to be able to work with people that see the vision, that feel the vision, and that can carry it out. And if not, if it's just me, then so be it. I'm gonna do it one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, but definitely one day at a time. So until that happens, I'm gonna keep on grinding. I'm gonna keep on walking this road in the direction that God wants me to walk in, and I'm gonna do what I can when I do it. But when I do it, I'm gonna do it one day at a time. I'm Tyson Baker. I thank you so much for listening to me. I thank you for so much for being on this channel, being in this space, and in the future I thank them too, because they are the reason why I'm successful. Aside from the fact that I'm just not going to quit, I appreciate your support. So if you could, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll make sure that I come on here every day and try to give you the authentic, real me in the way that I am and show up the way that I am, to give you an insight of like how it can be done. It's not the right way, it's not the wrong way, it's just how it can be done. It's just another flavor. So whatever your flavor is, just savor that flavor. And do you. Man, do you, because you're the best at it. I know I'm going to do me, because I'm going to do what I can every day, one day at a time. But when I do it, I'm going to do it like me. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Yeah, I think I said that all right. No, that's what it is. And that's what it's going to be. I'm not about to edit all that stuff over again. That just is what it is. Hope it came out right.